Hi everyone, it's Danny here from Angel Handmade Papercraft. Today I am working with my favourite thing stamps. I'm using one of the older stamps that I have in my collection. This is Penguins in Paradise. So what I'm going to do today is create a one layer card. I know, shock horror, I've never done one before, but I have been wanting to do one for quite a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp out all of my images, my sentiment and everything else out onto some scrap paper so I can work out exactly where I want to put everything. And then I'm going to start stamping them out. So obviously you stamp out the images that are to the front first and then you work your way to the back. So I'm going to create some masks as well. So I couldn't find my normal masking paper that I would use, so I'm just going to create some myself. So again, just using some scrap paper, I stamped all the images out again. I cut them all out and I just used some American Tombow Mono Multi to adhere them down. So instead of putting them down straight away, I waited a few minutes because with American Tombow Mono Multi, it is permanent adhesive if you stick it down straight away. If you don't stick it down straight away, then it's only temporary, which is great. So, I'm totally out of breath today. So I'm going to fussy cut all of these images out of that scrap paper, add some of that Tombow Mono Multi to the back, give them a minute before I use them, and then I'll be able to peel them back up later. So here I am working out which images I do actually need to create masks for, and then I'm going to mask them all up and stamp everything out exactly where I need it to go. So I needed to create a mask for the ball as well. I hadn't realized that from the beginning. So I'm going to do that as well. I'm going to ink blend the background. That's why I needed to create those extra masks. Here I'm just using an actual post-it note, and I've just left two post-it notes stuck together because I do need two of those palm trees. So I cut them both out at the same time and then I just peeled them apart. So I did add some of the adhesive to the bottoms of those because the post-it note was just on the top section. Popping down this second one. And I am going to cut this down after I'm done, so don't think that there's no way that's going to fit on your card. No, it's not. So first up, I'm going to tear up some scrap paper just so that I can create the look of the sand and differentiate between the sand and the water. So I'm going to lay that down. I'm going to blend the blues down first. So I'm using Tumbled Glass and Salty Ocean. Just using my mini ink distress tool, and I am using Express It blending card because I do want to colour these up with Copic markers later. So it didn't ink up absolutely perfect, but it was perfect enough for me. So now I'm just rubbing out some of the adhesive that I noticed was in a couple of sections, and then I'm going to go in and use some antique linen, and then I'm going to go in with some tea dye. These colours were perfect to create that sand look. When I go in with the tea dye, I just kind of pounce my ink blending tool on there. I'm not actually blending it out. Now I'm pulling up all of my stencils. That's the magic part. And then I will go in and start colouring up using my Copic markers. So with my Copic markers, I am using some grey markers first to colour on my penguin. So I'm using N6, N8 and 10. If you do miss any of the Copic markers, I will have them listed on my blog once I get that blog post up, and you can grab that list from there. This is an old retired set as well, so I have tried to not retired, but it's not as easy to get. So it is still available to purchase on the My Favorite Things store, and I've added some other links as well. So I'm just working my way through colouring these little guys up. This is a super long video for me today. This is a 7-minute video. So we're about just over halfway now. Super, super simple colouring. I just thought I'd add some more of that sandy look in a couple of places. The more I looked at it, the more that it annoyed me a little bit. So here I am colouring their skins in. Blending all of that out using my Zero Colours blender. I love how I've got this huge desk and this is the little tiny bit of space that I am working in because I have so much on my desk at the moment. I am mid-project and I have everything everywhere. So here I am colouring in the little ball here. I wanted it to be a rainbow ball, and then I've pulled all of the same colours into the bits and pieces on the penguins once I've done this. I did add some shadowing in underneath the penguins later. I don't think that was on video, but just so that you know, I did ground those penguins. So here I am going in with some BG markers to colour his little floaty in. Just fixing up a couple of spots that bled, using my white gel pen just to add some details. Going in with some V markers for that purple area. Some yellows for his little pants. Giving him some strawberry ice cream on a stick with some chocolate coating. And now I'm going into the palm trees. So I'm just using some brown markers for the bottom half and then some greens for the top half. So this is my colouring pretty much done. I'm super excited. It's turned out exactly the way that I had hoped. It has taken me a very long time to do though. So I won't be doing a lot of scenery cards like this. They just take way too much time. Getting those last bits of those trees coloured up. I've only got a few seconds to go, so I want to say thank you for watching and I'll hope to see you all soon. Bye!